on the first try.
Yeah, first try. Super proud of that.
That was the third try. I'm Jim.
I'm Will.
And this is the Everyman, guys, and we're back. And you guys really didn't come with the energy, and that really just is a lot, guys. Especially the fact that Ian is the last time he's wearing his Bills.
That is true. And,
If you're a first-time viewer, Ian lost a bet. And
Yeah.
that's why he's wearing what he's wearing. But today's the last day. He's got to do
We're
it.
over a month.
You got a Brazil jersey on.
Show you have to wear it for the next 2 weeks.
Yep. Do it. Tell
Nothing
him.
even
Tell them.
No, he's doing it at the end.
Okay,
he told
sorry.
you not
Never
to
mind.
say anything.
He's not.
I
what
was
they
so
didn't
careful.
They don't know.
So careful.
That really
not to
bright
still
blue
don't
and
know.
green.
Stop moving!
Ah, you stay.
Stop.
I covered up the symbol so they
Stay.
wouldn't know.
I know. What
have
symbol?
no idea.
There's no
Yeah,
clue.
there's nothing
Well, that's why I
there.
just
No.
take
What are
off
we
now
talking
and call
about
it the
today?
Brazil jersey
You know what
because
we're
the
talking
Eagles have
about?
gone to Brazil.
We're talking about Jake and how he's leaving the pod after 3 years.
Unbelievable.
He's retiring.
Shocking move.
No, we're talking about the game.
You know, it'd be a fun topic is coming up with games, other minor matchups in like mid-season like baseball that we'd rather see instead of Chiefs Niners.
All right. Oh,
Like
my
Marlins-
computer says all of them.
Marlins Yankees, like a 1:00 game on a
Marlins
Tuesday.
Reds.
I
Fight for
might rather
early-
watch that.
for the National League
That might be more exciting.
Conference. Game 3 of the
When
series.
Nestor
I
Cortez
did
pitching
not.
for
Unless you are a hardcore Chiefs or a hardcore Niners fan. I don't know. Do people like the Niners?
At this
Like, are
point-
they like a team to root
I
for?
am
At
rooting
this
for
point,
them.
Is it
I,
just
like at this point, like it's not even. I'm hardcore Chiefs right now,
I'm
and there's not
hardcore
not
Niners.
a drop,
Shit, are
not
you
an
serious?
ounce.
Yeah.
I
that
can't
goes
get
for
myself
the
to go
Niners.
Niners, but I'm not rooting for the
I was
Chiefs.
rooting for
Here's
the
the
Niners.
thing.
They're just
Here's the
they're
thing.
the whiniest team of
I
all time.
really like Andy Reid, and I really like Travis Kelce, which is weird. I just don't like the Chiefs in general. And I don't like Mahomes. And then the Niners, I don't like Debo. And I don't like Trent Williams. But I really like George Kittle. And I really
I'm a
like
Kittle
Christian McCaffrey.
I don't mind Brock Purdy.
And I'm not too bad on Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I don't mind Brock Purdy.
It's not
I
like
like Brock
I
Purdy,
just
yeah.
dislike them because they whined. They're whiners, and I don't like Debo because I think
40
he's
whiners.
40 whiners. And the Chiefs.
Did you just think of that?
No, it's been a.
Yes, I did.
You
I
know
said
you
that
don't
about
give
him.
him credit. Get off.
deserve it.
You
You never heard
say
that in your
stuff
life.
like that.
They're
make
zero
our
Cautions for your
We should
actions.
just
You
make a
sicko.
shirt. This is makes up words.
Yeah, that's right. I
That
did
says
make it
I
up.
thought of that.
No, you're just
You
the worst.
sicko.
You're,
What a slob.
you're a jerk.
I was just randomly
That
in my
is
head,
good.
and I was like,
That
San
is
Francisco 40 whiners. And I was like, wait.
I
That
Someone
is
say
good.
that 82,000 times last year. I think they did. Yeah, I'm going Niners. A little spoiler.
Like
but
that's who you're rooting for.
I mean, can I say I'm rooting for? I would just rather see
You
them
cannot
win.
watch a game and not root.
I'm saying
Yes,
that
I'm rooting for the
That's
Niners.
what I'm doing this year.
I'm saying I am not rooting for either team.
You will be rooting for one team.
I don't have-
I want the Chiefs. I said I was going
Here's
to
the
do the
issue,
Niners.
though.
I would rather.
Here's
I'd
the thing,
rather
though.
see the Chiefs win.
It's not-
I'd rather see the Niners lose than the Chiefs win.
Same. Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'd rather see the Chiefs lose than the Niners win.
See, we're on the same page. No, that's not true. Right?
You don't want an
Right?
ounce of the Niners winning.
I don't want the Niners to win, but I don't want the Chiefs
better?
to win.
What's better? The Niners losing or the Chiefs winning? What's better?
I have a question next.
What's better, the Niners win? That's literally the worst question ever phrased to anyone.
yeah, Jim.
That doesn't.
I know
Do
what I'm
you
saying.
feel-
I would feel better seeing the Niners lose.
I'd rather the Chiefs lose.
What would you?
And
how-
my ultimate outcome
Yeah.
is the Chiefs lose.
Would you
That's
feel
what I would rather.
better the day after the Niners win and
Yes.
beat the Chiefs, or the Chiefs win? and
Yes,
beat
because
the
you know why? Because people will be like, "Oh, it's time to question whether Mahomes is Brady's successor as go." You know what I
It
mean?
is.
And
It's
That's what
already.
you said.
It's
no, I just don't
already
want
like
the
that's.
Chiefs to win again.
But
No
I
one's
will
been
have-
even close.
I know.
Because
I don't
it's
want the
already
Chiefs
a
to
debate.
win.
After the Chiefs win,
It's gonna be
if
like
they
nothing.
Do, yeah, exactly. So I'll
it's
feel
gonna
so
be
much
like
better.
nothing. I
If
agree.
the Niners win, you're going to hear this garbage for the whole.
I agree.
Especially when
I
I
saw seeing the Chiefs win last year. I
You know
don't
what
need
you'll
the
hear?
Chiefs to win.
Is
I know,
we
but it's
should
not
have
gonna be
been
the
there
same.
last year
It
if we had a
is.
QB.
I don't think it will.
I
That's
don't
all you're
care.
gonna
They're,
hear.
but
I don't
but
think-
the thing is though.
Okay, so you'd rather hear
The
whatever
thing
the
is,
Chiefs
though-
you're not going to hear anything.
What is the
You
thing?
are going to hear the Chiefs.
Tell me the
though.
What are you
thing.
going to hear? That
It's-
Patrick Mahomes is the best QB in the league? Because he is.
and
Who
it's-
cares?
I know. I don't
I do
care.
not
but
need to
Yes,
see
you
the
do.
Niners.
I don't care
Listen,
about whether. I don't care if
the Niners
if,
are like upcoming Dallas
Yeah.
in terms
Dude.
of Philly.
Yeah, but
So,
the
dude,
Chiefs
they
are
lose
too.
this game. They could go.
Here's the
They
issue,
could
though.
go the route.
Here's
The
the
route
issue,
of the
though.
Falcons.
As a
if
Eagles,
the
and you're
Eagles,
just
if the
being
Eagles would have played them competitively this year and actually like maybe beat them or like played close and then maybe. But because they got curb stomped and then the Eagles went,
Yeah, but not
I'm
until the
kind of
very
like,
end.
no, I know after the Niners game, I'm kind of like, maybe they were right.
No,
You're just sicko.
that's disgusting.
No, I know,
You
but I'm
Breaking
just-
news.
You
I
Wing
know.
gets kicked
Jeff,
out the
come
pod.
on.
I know,
You leave
but I'm
for
just
saying
kidding.
that.
Jim.
But I'm just like, it's just kind of like, I'm kind of over it because I really like George Kittle. I really like Christian McCaffrey. I think he's really talented. I think he deserves a ring.
Can I move?
This guy.
I know.
And
I'm tired of hearing this man talk.
I'm tired of. Why do you want the Chiefs to win again?
I
It'll be
don't-
like
I
their
want
own
the
Super
Niners
Bowl.
We
to
don't want the
lose.
Lions
It's like the
Niners
Patriots.
to
You're
win.
rooting for the Patriots.
No,
You're rooting for the
Jim's
Patriots.
rooting for the Niners. Ian's rooting for the Chiefs, and me and Will just don't want the Niners to win.
Yes.
Yeah, but you want the Chiefs to win?
No.
No.
Okay.
But the lesser of two evils is the Niners
is the
losing.
Niners winner.
No.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You
No.
are
Jim,
disgusting.
all that you will hear
I
after the
am-
Chiefs
you
win.
sicko.
You're going to worry about Travis Kelce
See.
and Taylor Swift kissing
No,
under the Super
no,
Bowl.
I
Like,
really
who really
don't.
cares?
I don't care about that. I don't care about the
Then
whole
what
Taylor
else?
Swift.
You aren't going to hear
I
anything
just
from
don't
the
want to see
Chiefs.
Mahomes winning it again. I don't feel like seeing the Chiefs win it again.
They're
You'd
going
rather
to.
see the
They're-
Niners.
I'd rather see the Niners.
But they're going
I'd
to
rather
win.
Mahomes win
Yeah.
the next 2 Super Bowls.
I just don't hate the Niners
I
as
don't
much.
know. I don't know. I'd almost rather go for 49ers this year than Mahomes this year. And,
Because the Chiefs
100%.
have
Mahomes
nothing
is
to do with
already-
the Eagles.
But
Yeah,
also, like,
they beat
They
Mahomes.
beat them last year.
And
And
the
so did
Super
the
Bowl.
Niners just crushed us.
yeah, not
Yeah,
in
not in
the
the
Super Bowl.
But
Okay,
here's
but
what I
Niners
think,
are
though.
still the ones that we beat and they won
Okay,
against
think
them.
about this. Think about this. Think back to last year's Super Bowl and
Okay.
the amount of
Yeah, but that
of
it's different. It's
Patrick
different.
Mahomes is hurt, yet he runs for. Oh my gosh, I don't want.
Yeah, but it's
to
different.
hear
It's
it.
different though.
I
Like
just
you
want
don't
the
know.
Niners to
You don't
win.
How
remember
much did you
Brady's
hear?
like
How much
I
did
know,
you hear
I
third,
remember
about?
Brady.
fourth, and fifth.
I know.
Third and fourth ring. This is kind of like that. Like I feel like last year and the years before when Mahomes won
Well,
is the biggest deal.
They're gonna talk to death about
Yeah,
it.
but-
They're
but-
gonna
but they
talk to
already
death
are.
Oh,
about
they're
it.
going to talk.
They
So
already
you'd
are.
rather hear that?
Alright.
Well, we realized that if the Niners had a QB last year, then
They
they
would've
would have
beat
beat
the
the Eagles.
Yeah, but that's not
You'd
true.
rather hear that?
I'm
That's not
saying
true.
it's going to be the talk though.
They did have a QB. We just knocked him out. I don't care how much they talk. I just rather see them win.
But you're right about the talk of the Chiefs. Chiefs have way
I
less
just
talk than the
I just
Niners do.
rather see the Niners win than the Chiefs. I just don't like the. I just don't like the same
I
repeat
just-
champions.
the
I
Chiefs-
hate repeat champions
The
unless I'm a
Chiefs
fan
are
of the
just
team.
like, but
I'm
they just
not a
go
fan
out
of the
there
team.
and win their game. You don't hear
If the
anything
Chiefs,
from them.
if the Chiefs win,
On
I
the
don't.
side from
I won't
Travis
be like,
Kelce's
oh
podcast.
darn it.
Yeah,
I'll be
totally.
like,
Same.
okay, cool.
But don't you think that if the Niners win, then it's going to be like we have two major rivals now?
Yeah, and
If
that's
they
gonna
win,
be great.
if-
I hope
if-
it sparks of fire in the Eagles to come
Well,
out next year.
if
and
you want that,
dominate.
then that's one thing. But if the Niners
know,
lose,
I want the Penguins to win
if the
so the
Niners
Flyers
are
lose,
gonna
they
get
have
it, too.
nothing to stand
Listen,
on.
Let's go
listen,
They have
Penguins.
nothing
I
to
hope
share.
the Penguins and
That's-
the Rangers
but
meet up
here's
in
the
the
thing, though.
Stanley Cup and they tie.
Ian,
Just
you're
so that the
acting
Flyers-
like I'm like
I want John Tortorella. I want John Tortorella to get on his players.
You're
So I want the
acting
Penguins
like
to go in the Super Bowl.
I'm walking in here with a Niners jersey.
You
on.
are.
I
Essentially
said,
you are.
You literally are.
I said you're wearing a Chiefs
Let me
jersey.
see that Niners tattoo
You're
on your
wearing a
stomach.
Connor Bedard jersey to hockey.
Let me see the
That's
Niners
a slap
tattoo
in the
on your
face to
stomach.
Philly. You
Nice.
picked the Braves over the Phillies in the NLDS.
He carries a he carries a boombox.
Fair. You picked
Calls
the
himself
Braves
Big Trent.
over the Phillies in the NLDS. You have no leg to stand on.
I just predicted them to win.
I
didn't
know.
want them
You
to
had
win.
no faith.
You're rooting for the Niners.
I'm not rooting for the Niners. I
Yes,
just
you
rather
are.
see them win than the
Why
Chiefs.
do you love Debo Samuel?
This is so frustrating.
Listen, we should run through some.
I'm actually glad I'm not watching with him now.
We should run through some. Yo, listen.
come
Yo,
over.
speed
You should come over.
round, okay? Speed round. We're gonna run through some Super Bowl prop bets, okay? And you guys are gonna give your answer. You're gonna give them fast.
All right.
Stop.
Chiefs.
Settle down.
I want the Chiefs.
Everyone
so
take a
bad.
breather.
Like I'm rooting so hard. for the
See,
Chiefs.
I didn't
We're
come
getting-
in saying
Only
we're doing the
now
Niners.
because
Here's
of
the
you.
thing. Here's the
Only
thing.
now
We're doing
because
another
of you.
t-shirt thing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't come in here saying I want the Niners so bad. I was like, I don't really
I'll
know.
make another
And he's
bet.
over there like, the Niners are going down. The Chiefs are the best.
Face painted Chiefs symbol on my face for the entire offseason.
He got tired of the shirt
Call it
in the
tattoo.
first episode.
Although, to be fair, you had the upper hand in the Bills bet. He has the upper hand in this one.
What do you mean?
If it's Chiefs Niners, Chiefs have the upper hand. So then, like this bet, it would be favored. Like Ian would be
I'm still
favored to
picking
win.
against the Chiefs.
I don't know.
Wait,
The Niners,
really?
The Niners
It's
are
so-
favored.
The Niners are favored.
No, okay,
Okay, but it's
Favored.
It's the
And
same as
okay,
picking
and the
against.
Dolphins were favored.
okay. If
'Cause
you're a
they-
No
betting
way they
man,
were favored.
It was at home.
Doesn't matter.
okay. Question. Everyone, settle down.
settled.
If you're a betting man, are you telling me you're putting? Or it's not that crazy,
Bring up
but
the Bills
are
Dolphins
you?
game, too.
Are you?
It's moved.
Are you betting on the Niners to beat Mahomes in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, me either.
I'm not betting. No way. Are you serious?
That's what I mean. That's
I'm
what I
not
mean.
that
That's
confident.
all I'm saying.
I am because
I don't think the
Niners are
Niners,
the
them
most.
saying that the Niners are favored really doesn't mean anything
No.
to me. Like, there's no chance in my mind. Like, I would say I will be shocked if the Niners win.
I won't.
I won't be shocked.
I will be
In my
shocked.
pick,
I won't be
in my
shocked.
pick 'em, I pick the Niners.
Yeah, I won't be shocked.
Really?
And I'm
Because I
going to
just
pick the
keep-
Niners to
Do
win.
you want me to tell you why? Because I've
Wow.
been picking against the Chiefs this whole postseason. They keep winning. So
Because he's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Because he's a
don't-
Chiefs
can I
fan.
say
He's a
this?
giant Chiefs fan. We agree?
Yeah.
We
I
agree.
don't see anything wrong with the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs, and I still kind of like them, Mahomes. But I feel like I hate it more that everybody's jumping on the, oh, I hate the Chiefs, and they're all big Chiefs haters now. Like, all the media, like,
Yeah, I'm
it's
not a
like-
Chiefs hater.
Yeah,
I'm just
but the
tired
media
of
is
them
good.
winning.
They kind of have to do that, though.
I can't stand, I don't like the Bills because I feel like
Because you like,
they're
but you
jumping
might.
onto the Bills bandwagon. They love the Bills
Okay,
now.
so if the Chiefs
and I can't
lose
stand
the-
the 49ers, so I'm obviously
If the
standing
Chiefs
for the
say
Chiefs.
take a year off, they don't win one, and then they come back and they're playing the Niners. Are you rooting for the Chiefs or not? Like,
What do you mean,
I
if
know
they
it's
lose
just
this
so
year?
hypothetical, but like,
No, if they didn't win, if this
say
was
they
next
skip
year.
this year, and
lose this
they
year.
met up next year, so it's like they haven't won since
Sure,
2 years ago. Like,
sure, do you know
Are
why?
you worried about it because they're repeating or because they just are so good consistently?
Just because they're repeating. Like if next year it was the Chiefs and Niners, I'd be like, I'm rooting for the Chiefs because I don't want to see the Niners win again. Like I don't care that much about who wins.
So like,
I just
it's the
rather
fact
not
that it's
see.
just back to back.
Because yeah,
But I can
don't.
see
I
the
hate
49ers
except for
That's
Tampa.
how it is for me a little bit, but it's just
Like,
like
I
I don't
can't-
like the Chiefs just because they beat the Eagles in the
Like,
Super Bowl.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
same.
rooting for a repeat, but like when it comes to this, like, I'm
I
rooting
could
for
easily
repeat.
see the
I hate the
Niners.
Niners
Think
so
like-
much.
I agree, but think about like what's his name last year with the holding penalty on
Juju.
Yeah, like
he's not even there anymore.
I know, but still, it's that whole like, it was stupid.
But to me,
I know,
it was,
they
to me-
lost
to
on a
me, it
stupid
had, like,
penalty.
I feel the same
to
way about
me,
the
it
Niners,
was just
though.
completely juju. So it's like
I know, but here's the thing: we lost. We beat the Niners, and they whined about it. But we beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs beat us. Like I don't care about the Niners because we beat them last year. I don't care. They whined about it, and they're
I know, but
annoying.
they just
Yes,
thumped us.
I know, but we were a bad team.
But
At
we
the
didn't
time.
know that.
Now we do.
Yeah,
we do now.
It wasn't like
Okay,
we
well,
But that's
we
my
apparently
thing is,
didn't
that's
know
my
that-
thing is the Chiefs
Well, we know
beat
now
us
that we
in the
couldn't
biggest
have-
game last year. It might have been Jason Kelsey's biggest shot to win his last Super Bowl and retire. That's going to hold way more weight than the stupid Niners winning. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
care
saying,
about
like,
the Niners. The
'cause we
Chiefs
can
winning
say-
is like Travis Kelsey winning another Super
Because
Bowl.
you can say
with-
that like
you know what I mean?
now
It's
we
just
know
like-
that we weren't that good. Well, like now we know that Patrick Mahomes was just comes up in bigger moments than Jalen Hurts.
He
does.
is the next Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Like I'm saying, like
For
which,
sure.
Like,
if you can use that
conversation's
argument, you can
already
use the same
there.
argument for
for
that
sure.
Chiefs Super
I
Bowl.
know, but again, I'm not really that. If you tell me right now that the Niners are going to get blown out by the Chiefs, I'd be like, okay. Like I just like George Kittle. And I saw Travis Kelsey win last year. I want to see George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey win this year because I like those individual players.
I like George Kittle, McCaffrey. I don't mind, but not
I don't care about Purdy. Purdy's all right.
It's just a
my
team
like
thing.
for them
It's not player.
overrules
Yeah.
my hate for the Niners.
Like George Kittle is the only one I like. I don't know why, but Christian McCaffrey gets on my nerves.
Rubs me
I don't
wrong.
like.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't like Brock Purdy because he's not supposed to be good, and he is.
yeah,
That's literally.
At least you owned up to
Yeah,
it.
at least you're honest. No, I have no
no,
opinion
it's
either
because
way.
he's on the Niners. That's
One
why I
thing-
don't like him.
Truthfully,
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of in the same.
if it
we're
was-
all landing in the same spot where it's like
If
I
it's
don't
any other
care.
team playing the Niners this year, besides the Dallas Cowboys, the Cowboys can't, but anybody other in the AFC, I don't care.
like a 10-7
I'm-
win
I'm
either way,
taking-
would
I'm
be
taking-
fine.
Another
No,
question.
I want a
Another
good
question.
I know.
I wanna
I'm
Say
saying
the
like,
Chargers go now win back to back, or like, is that going
I
to
don't
like?
care as much.
You don't.
No.
So it's more the Chiefs.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate their stupid celebration.
One thing I want to say is,
and then the Chargers win another one like 2 years later, and then everyone's gonna hate the Chargers.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But it's not. But that's hypothetical.
I
Like,
know,
sure,
that's like
I
what-
like Herbert more than
That's
I
just
like
what
Mahomes.
happens
That's
in
like
sports.
another thing that why like that just builds up on the hate for the Chiefs is Isaiah Pacheco. I cannot.
Okay, but
See,
you
I don't
used
like-
to like
I
him.
don't-
All-
I
used to until
know,
he
but
played the
Pacheco
Eagles, and then
in,
this year he just
I know, but like
he
he-
never settles down.
I know, but like at the
a
same
lot
time,
of people would like that though.
what if he was on the Eagles? You'd absolutely love him.
You have the absolute best reasons not to
He
like
is trying
people.
to say that I should like him because if he was on the Eagles, I would like him. If CeeDee Lamb was on the Eagles, I would love him for every celebration.
That's fair.
And Ian would
fair.
too.
But at the same time, CeeDee Lamb's is just arrogant. You're complaining about Isaiah Pacheco trying too hard.
no, it's like
it just
I will
irks you.
agree. I will
it
agree
just
with Ian.
irks
You
you.
do have weird reasons to not like people. They're not supposed to
it's
be
like-
good, and he never settles down.
3 yard line. No,
You sound like a 40-year-old man. He just doesn't
no, like
settle down.
he literally
I can't-
has like
I
a
can't-
2-3 yard run, and he's like
Yeah.
flexing and getting up and.
Pretty
yeah.
soon, Jake's gonna
He's
tell
just
what's his
unbelievably hype all the
face to
time.
just
Yeah.
act like he's
Should we
been there
blast through
before.
these? You
Yeah,
want to do
let's
these
go.
now? Are we all calm now?
I'm gonna score a touchdown.
All right,
Jake's
I think
gonna
we
tell me
understand
just
each
act
other.
like
Yeah,
you've been there
let's fly through this.
Don't
all right.
celebrate.
Okay, this is under over.
No, on a
All right.
3 yard run.
National anthem, 90.5 seconds.
Who's singing?
Reba McEntire.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm just gonna go over, I guess.
Under.
Over.
I'm going to say over. All right, outcome of the coin toss.
Table. Heads.
Tails never fails. Come on
Heads.
now.
I would say heads.
It's heads
Oh,
never.
What will be the
fails.
first play of the game?
Run.
Is it the Eagles? Then it's a screen pass.
RPO.
gonna say run.
RPO.
You can't say.
Well, who has the
RPO.
ball first? If it's the
RPO
Chiefs, it's a
run.
throw
Doesn't matter.
first. If it's
RPO
the,
Doesn't
Throw.
matter. What runner pass?
literally, it's two different.
Run.
Pick
one.
RPO throw.
Will there be a score on the first drive of the game? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say no. Which team will score first? I would say Kansas City.
Niners.
Niners.
Oh, what will be the first score of the game be? A touchdown, field goal, or safety? I'm going to
Field
say
goal.
field goal.
Touchdown.
What'd you say?
Field goal.
All right. We're not keeping track of these, but it's just fun to do.
Yeah.
Which player will score the game's first touchdown?
CMC.
I'm going to say
Christian
Pacheco.
McCaffrey.
Actually,
Debo.
Kelsey.
Debo, and I'm gonna.
Because
hate
they're going to get
everything
down
about
there
Super
and they're
Bowl.
going to do like an out route to Kelsey.
Debo's gonna
CMC's
score a little
running
end
it.
around. Debo's gonna
CMC's
score a
running
little
it
end
4
around, and
yards.
then everyone's
In
gonna
that
go
case,
nuts,
I'm
and they
saying
hate
that
Debo.
the Chiefs are going up 10-0 then, because I said the Chiefs will score
I
first
know,
and be a field goal.
I have the Niners going up 10-0.
All right, will the game be tied again after 0-0?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
No.
No, because it'll be like 21-20 Chiefs, and then the Chiefs will just pull away with it.
What will be the first turnover of the game?
Brock Purdy interception.
Sure, it's a game ahead.
Kadarius Toney fumble.
I was gonna say Kadarius Toney drops
Something
I'm
Kadarius
going to say
Toney's
I'm gonna say a
involved in.
Mahomes pick.
Muffed punt.
off of Kadarius Toney.
Probably.
Muffed punt.
Will either team score 3 consecutive times? No.
Yes.
No.
Who is?
Chiefs.
You say yes too? What? Who?
I want to go Chiefs.
The
but
Chiefs?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll go
3
Chiefs.
I guess
Actually,
field
that's-
goals
Field
isn't
goals,
terrible.
field goals,
Yeah.
All right. Over under 2.5 players to attempt a pass.
2.5 players.
I'm gonna say under.
Over.
Combined between the teams.
So that
It's the
means
Chiefs.
it's 2 quarterbacks
And then
and then
will a player position
will
player,
one other
Yeah.
player throw a pass.
Or
It's the
a
Chiefs and the
backup.
Niners.
McCaffrey could throw a bomb. I could see that
It's
happening.
the Chiefs and the Niners. Of
I'm
all
gonna
the-
go under.
of the-
Kyle Shanahan ain't doing that in the Super Bowl. He's gonna be too scared.
Patrick.
Really?
what's
I-
his-
over,
I-
maybe.
I-
Over.
I'm
I would-
saying
I
I'm saying
would-
over.
Kyle Shanahan's a scaredy cat.
All right,
I'm
you saying
saying
under?
over.
That's a another reason.
I'll go.
First play
worst.
of the game.
I
McCaffrey
agree. I don't like
bombed
Kyle Shanahan
Debo.
at all.
This one will be a side of the table agreement. I'll go under with Ian.
With what?
All right. With the attempt pass. Will there be a defensive or special teams touchdown scored?
Absolutely
no.
not.
Yes.
No chance.
A defensive? Yes.
I want to
How's it
go
gonna
like
happen?
a Jawan Thornhill. It's
No.
I feel like I just feel a what's
fumble?
his name interception. The
Purdy?
linebacker for the
Fred
no the
Warner?
line
Fullback?
Warner
Warner?
a Warner,
Warner?
I want to go Jawan
fumble
Thornhill.
recovery or a pick
Well, which one is it?
pick
A pick?
a pick six for
That's for
I'm not saying there's none.
Tony's coming across the middle?
uh-huh.
That's kind of how I pictured it in my mind. Will there be a missed field goal or extra point? Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
it seems to be
But it
consistent.
will be the Niners because Harrison Butker
I
just
know.
doesn't seem to
And
be.
you know what?
Yeah.
Someone's going to be like, that's going to come back to haunt him.
I'm gonna
Like,
say
I can
no.
see that happen.
It's
I'm
going to
gonna
be
say
a
no.
Jake Moody 49 yarder.
All right. What'll be the highest scoring quarter? I'm going to say the third.
Third.
Fourth.
Yeah, third.
You think so?
Fourth. I think so.
don't think there's gonna be a lot
remembering
happening in the fourth.
I
last
think
time,
fourth.
That is a
quarter.
good point.
So we doing side of the table agreements again?
I'll stick with it for the Sable
I was
side.
going to
but
go second, but it's
fourth
definitely
might
not
be
going to be
fourth
second.
might be correct.
All right.
the
So
fourth.
third and fourth?
I
All
I
right.
think so.
Who will have more passing yards?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Purdy.
Mahomes.
I mean, how can
Oh,
you
no.
not say Mahomes,
I
right?
know. That's my thing.
But the Niners
But at the
defense
same
is
time,
better.
hasn't it been that the teams are running on the Niners?
yeah. Yeah,
So
but
that's
it's the
like-
Chiefs.
it's like a big
It's the
Pacheco
Chiefs
game or
with
something.
Travis Kelsey.
I'm
feel like
picturing
they
a lot of
throw the
screen
ball.
Pacheco's
passes
been
to
breaking out
McCaffrey
lately.
Yeah.
that could add up.
Can I say?
That's my thing. But Purdy usually isn't.
I'm going Purdy.
Big.
Purdy's
Are
so
you?
young and he's in the Super Bowl. He's not gonna. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
he's not
that-
gonna play good.
Yeah, I don't know. I can
I
see
don't
it both
think- I
ways.
can't-
I'll
I
say
can see him
Mahomes
playing
because
well.
I'm the same reason I'm saying
Yeah,
Chiefs
I'll
are going to
say
win. I kind of need to see it. All right, who will have more yards from scrimmage, McCaffrey or Pacheco?
McCaffrey.
I mean, it's got to be right. Well,
I'm gonna go
from
Pacheco.
scrimmage.
I'm gonna go Pacheco.
Scrimmage doesn't mean screen passes, right? Or like
Scrimmage means any yards. I'm pretty sure.
scrimmage
Scrimmage
Any
yards.
yards, I
you
think,
get.
is scrimmage.
I thought that was like strictly a run.
No, I think that's rushing. I think they would say
clarify
rushing
that
yards.
as rushing
All right,
yards.
I
Scrimmage
think I would
yards.
have to go McCaffrey then.
I'm going McCaffrey for sure.
I'm
Who will
feeling a
have-
not so big McCaffrey game this year.
McCaffrey.
Who will have more receiving yards, Debo Samuel or I don't know what his first name
Rashi
is.
Rice.
I mean Debo Samuel.
Debo.
I
skip
know,
that one.
but here's the thing: Travis Kelsey's going to be covered. They go to Rasheed Rice a lot.
Rasheed Rice
But
is
they're-
gonna.
Rasheed
But the
Rice
Niners
could
are gonna.
be
Not if the Niners are gonna win. I don't want to give away my X factor, but it's gonna be Debo.
really. I
Debo's going to
disagree.
have 3
Can
touchdowns.
I would
think-
not be surprised. He murdered the Eagles.
I know, but I don't think so. I think the Chiefs' defense is really good, and I think they know to cover him.
All right. Who's gonna have? Go ahead, Jeff.
My one big thing is Rasheed Rice is gonna play a big factor. I think he'll have over 100 yards and touchdowns.
All right. So you're going Rice, I'm assuming.
I'm going Rice.
All right. Who will have more receiving yards, Ayuk or Kelsey?
Ayuk.
I'm gonna say Kelsey.
Kelsey.
I think Mahomes. If I'm saying that Mahomes is gonna have more
If
passing yards,
Ayuk has
it's
like
a lot
2
to do
long
with Kelsey.
catches, then yeah, maybe.
When was the last time a defense
True.
shut down Kelsey?
Yeah, I think I was
Can't
going
go-
Kelsey.
The
Who you
entire
going?
year.
Kelsey. All right.
wasn't getting the ball.
Who will have more receptions, Kittle or Valdez Scantling?
Kittle. They don't throw to Kittle a lot, but I think they'll rely on him a lot more this game.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it
gonna
goes
go
Super
Valdez
Bowl.
Scantling.
I think so too. Because I
Kittle?
feel like no, I think Valdez
Valdez
Scantling
Scantling?
because I think Debo and McCaffrey
I'll
are
just
going to
go-
be the main
Here's one.
source of
Here's
their.
one. Do you think Kittle have more catches than Valdez Scantling drops?
that's good? Well,
a good
this. All right, who will have more sacks, Nick Bosa or Chandler Jones? Bosa.
Christians, but yeah, Chris Jones.
All right,
Chris
sorry.
Jones.
Who did I say? Chandler. I'll say Bosa
Jones.
Bosa doesn't.
because
Bosa
no,
doesn't
I'm
seem to
looking at their
always
line
show
though.
up, though.
I know, but I'm looking at their line though. Like you got to guard
I feel like every time I watch the Chiefs game, I
Yeah.
see
one
a Chris
end,
Jones
and
sack.
I could see them switching.
I could see it being Chris Jones only because I think Mahomes gets out is going to be running, and I don't think Purdy's a good runner, so I think Chris Jones is going to wreck shop.
Chris Jones.
All right, I'm by myself on this one. Which team will win the Super Bowl?
Niners.
Chiefs.
Niners.
I picked the Niners. So.
No, I'm
All
not
right,
picking.
I'll
I'm not.
skip
I'm
that.
not
I'll just go
betting.
straight to this. Over under 47 and a half total points scored.
Over.
Over.
So what's that?
All right, so we can take our time on
That's
this.
like-
over 24 points a team.
All right, what is your final score,
Jeff.
Jim?
I'm gonna
Probably
say
I am
over.
not ready to say it yet.
I'm going
Jake?
over.
I'm going to say at the end of the pod.
31-24 Niners.
31-24.
Yo, should we listen? Let's all give our final score and our X factor. And then we'll move on to.
In my picks, I put 31-24, so that's my predictions.
For who to win? Chiefs?
Chiefs.
All right, I'm going to say 27.
Oh, we're all just giving them. I guess I have to give them then.
This is the end of- this is
27.
rounding out our Super Bowl talk.
17 Chiefs. 27.
17 for the Niners.
That's 10 more points. This Chiefs, that's what I said, right? They start out 10-0. So
Yeah.
that's 10
30.
more. Maybe not 27. 20. I want it to be 10 points apart, but anything less than 17 for the
I'm
Niners
starting to
seems
feel like I need to
unrealistic.
pick the Chiefs.
27-17 Chiefs. And the X factor is Mahomes.
Yeah. 34
I'm switching
27 Niners. X factor is Debo.
I'm switching 38-28 Niners.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I hope so.
I think it's
I'm
going to be a
going.
high score.
I'm on 38-31 Niners.
Jeez.
And I
mean,
think my X factor for the Niners is Ayuk. Because I think that the Chiefs defense is super good and they're going to be covering up Kelsey and going to be covering up
Kittle and McCaffrey.
and
Samuel.
Kittle and Samuel, and I think Ayuk can make those.
But don't
big
you
plays.
don't you think going in though that Ayuk's like you'd almost be covering Ayuk as much as like Kittle and Samuel, if not more?
One of them's going to kill you?
I
Who
feel
would you
like-
rather kill?
I know, that's what I
leave
mean.
open
I
to
feel
kill
like-
you? I think is Ayuk.
Really?
I think Ayuk is going to have a big game.
So who's your Super Bowl MVP?
I mean, I'm going Mahomes.
I guess. Oh, I picked the Niners. So, and I think Debo.
I mean,
McCaffrey.
is it going to be someone
McCaffrey.
other than?
I think it's McCaffrey.
So then, wouldn't he be your X factor then?
I was thinking that, but I
Or
think
X factor, I guess, can be like comes
X
up in a
Factor,
big moment
yeah,
or
I
something.
think X Factor is that guy that's comes out of no is like
Unsung
All right.
hero.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, then maybe I'll pick someone other than Mahomes, but I think he'll win MVP. But my X factor,
It's hard not to choose a quarterback.
Yeah, X factor. I think I'll go Pacheco. I think he'll
Yeah,
end up
that's a
having
good
a big game.
Yeah.
I think Purdy is MVP, and
It's funny
Purdy,
that it's
I
not
wanna-
crazy to say that
I
he
wanna-
wouldn't win it.
I want to
I know.
go.
I feel like he's the last.
I want to go
Niners win-
Juwan Jennings as having
Juwan
a,
Jennings was one of
a
them.
touchdown.
Was a guy.
But I'll say Juwan Jennings.
It's funny though. Like if the Niners win, it would not be surprising to me if it wasn't Purdy
I would-
that won
Yeah.
the MVP for him.
It wouldn't be surprising.
It wouldn't be surprising.
It would
but if the
surpri-
Chiefs won, it would be shocking if it wasn't Mahomes. Does that make sense?
You would not be shocked if it wasn't Purdy.
Yes. Even if the
Right.
Niners won.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I thought you were saying it. Yeah. I thought you
Yeah,
were
like
saying
if
the
it was
opposite.
McCaffrey or Kittle,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's more plausible that it is one of those
yeah,
guys.
totally.
Yeah.
I think it's either Samuel or
All right. Last
McCaffrey.
question, because we kind of covered two of them, is what color will the Gatorade be? So here's some options: clear, so water; red/pink;
Yellow.
blue, yellow, orange, and that's it.
Yellow.
I say red because both teams are red, so they got to have that in their mind.
I'm saying
Pulling
yellow.
out the red Gatorade.
I feel like I see yellow a lot.
I know. I feel like yellow is a good bet, but in order to pick something different, I'll say orange.
Orange was my next thought.
I'll say orange.
Orange
just
or
to be-
yellow.
Yellow was
Blue.
on my mind, but I was just
Yellow.
like, both teams are red.
Blue.
So.
That's all of our props.
Um,
We'll probably fill these out again on our Super Bowl party.
for sure.
What's like Super Bowl parties? I mean,
We've had some
I don't
good
think there's
ones.
a lot involved though. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just a Super Bowl party, and that's what makes it.
Yeah, but we've had some good ones.
yeah, we have some solid ones, and the
Yeah.
like the Rams. What was that terrible Super Bowl?
Rams,
Rams,
Patriots.
Rams, Patriots,
Right
man.
after the Eagles.
That was
Patriots.
atrocious.
That was bad.
That was probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched.
It was it the lowest scoring in history? Or was
One
it
of
the
them.
second?
It was like 20-6, wasn't it?
No, 13-3.
It was.
I thought that was 14.
Brutal.
in there.
Jeez.
Were we
Or
talking
whatever
about
it was.
anything else on this pod today? was that covering
Well,
everything?
Ian wore a certain shirt.
And
that
I'm
he-
taking off this shirt.
Can you cover it? Yeah, go for it. This is done. It is his last episode
Yeah.
having to wear.
Everyone clap.
Clap for him.
Yeah,
Be a
clap
good
for
sport.
me right now.
Be a good sport.
Yeah.
He's
Go
taking it
over.
off.
Go
He's
over.
taking it off early.
Go over.
He's
Shake his
taking
hand.
it off early.
You guys-
he has to come to me.
He has to take
He
it
lost
off
the
the
bet.
wall.
You have.
He lost. I'm not doing that. He lost the
No,
bet.
he was a good sport.
I know, and he lost the bet.
Don't take it off.
Shake
I'm not
hands.
taking it off.
Shake
I'll
hands.
shake his hand,
All
but
right,
I'm
we'll
not
shake
taking
hands.
it off.
Good job. Way to be a good sport. Holding up your end of the bargain for this side of the table.
He lost. I have no.
I know, and he owned up to it.
Yeah,
You know who
'cause
won't
he
be
had
losing
to.
though?
The
Eagles in Brazil.
Oh yeah,
Let's.
I'll shake on that for sure, easily.
Eagles
Who they
open their
playing?
season. Dude, you know who won't lose?
Yes, say it. Tell
This
us.
feels like we did.
We did.
Eagles in
It's
Brazil.
like the
Eagles in Brazil.
Eagles in
Eagles in
Brazil.
Brazil.
They're
Eagles
playing in Brazil.
Eagles in Brazil.
Are you guys excited about it?
Eagles,
You-
Eagles in Brazil.
I'm super
Eagles,
excited.
Eagles in
You
Brazil.
can't see that.
What?
That's illegal in 7.
In Brazil. Eagles in Brazil.
Eagles
in
open their
Brazil.
season on a Friday night in Brazil.
Who are they playing?
Down
I'm
the
excited.
shore.
They didn't announce. who
Short
they're
of
playing yet.
down.
It'll be lit.
I think it will be. It'd be really cool. Do they have like a set
That's why I'm
place?
wearing a Brazil jersey.
They
If
have
you
like a
didn't
set
notice.
place as to where they're playing
I
and
don't think we
whatnot.
mentioned that.
I don't know.
I didn't see the.
I'm pretty sure it's in Brazil.
Journey.
Somewhere in Brazil.
Yeah, somewhere in Brazil, I think.
But can I give them like a crazy
Why
Super
do you
Bowl?
have a Brazil jersey?
It's,
That is true.
My dad's. Same with this.
I'm wondering
My
where
dad's.
you got a Brazil jersey. Yes, give us that crazy
well,
Super
my
Bowl
dad will
story.
wear it for soccer. But
Oh.
Tell us.
crazy Super Bowl fact:
Yes.
an Alabama draft pick has
Oh, yeah.
never scored a point in the Super Bowl.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
what are our
How
options? This,
unbelievably absurd that is.
are there even
I
any
don't know.
options
I
this
was
year?
trying to think of that.
Like never, ever, ever. Like never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Think of all the great people that have come out of Alabama.
Julio Jones didn't score for the Falcons.
There's
Devontae,
no
is
way.
crazy. Which
Devontae
is crazy.
Smith.
Devontae Smith didn't score last year.
Crazy.
Just think
Really?
of all
Yeah.
the Alabama
Devontae Smith didn't
players.
score.
No.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper.
What
I think
about-
he probably
what
didn't
about
make one,
Hurts?
but,
He was at Oklahoma.
wasn't-
draft
Oh,
the
so
draft
Hurts
pick.
was
I know.
the first one.
No,
No, he wasn't the
Technically,
Alabama
no,
draft
he wasn't.
pick.
Yeah, he
He's not
was.
now
Because
I
You knew who's going to be the first? Tua!
No.
That'll be awesome.
But he's the backup for the Chiefs in
No,
10 years.
but I do think Devontae Smith will be.
Yeah.
Right? Who
Next
else?
year he will be.
Unless
B. John Robinson.
When they're facing up against Joe Burrow
you slob.
in the Super Bowl.
Get off the show right now, you sicko.
He's getting traded to the Chargers.
by Deandra Benson.
All right,
He's
well,
from
now that we've
Texas.
reached this point of the pod, who's your prediction for the Super Bowl next year?
Eagles.
And then that's what we'll end with.
Eagles. Eagles.
Say it, Jim.
Eagles.
Say
He's
it.
saying Eagles even though like he doesn't have faith in
I
his
do have
Phillies.
faith
Because
the
you know
Eagles
what?
are going back.
This year, I said it was going to be the first time in the last 11 years that the NFC East champ was going to be repeat, and guess what? It wasn't because.
And guess what?
Reasons.
We got an offensive coordinator
So
that's
it's not
going
gonna
to
happen next year.
As our previous offensive
Yeah,
coordinator.
get excited, dude!
No,
it's
but
gonna be like
I
a
actually am confident. in the Eagles.
Also, the
I'm super
defensive
excited.
coordinator has failed his last 3 spots.
Well, at least he doesn't get along with the
Yes.
players.
That's
Let's
true.
hope That's such a
Ah.
good. Always something to be thankful for.
Eagles
All right,
Chargers.
Eagles Chargers.
Chargers didn't make it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they already got Jim Harbaugh.
He's just trying to be bold.
Oh,
he doesn't
man.
believe that.
No, Justin Herbert's winning MVP.
Like it's
too.
probably gonna be the Eagles.
The only thing on my mind is Niners Chiefs rematch.
I think the Chiefs might be back.
Because the Chiefs are going to go out and get who's the wide receiver out there?
Lions, Eagles, Texans.
Chiefs are going to go out and get Keenan
That's a
Allen.
bold one.
Not
Not.
Texans
terribly-
is more bold than the Chargers.
No, it's
Oh, 100% it is.
Yes,
no,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Oh my
not.
gosh, here we go again.
Chargers
All
were a
right,
bunch of
let's all
chokes.
settle down
Chargers should know.
because it didn't even happen yet. All right,
I think the
It's
Chargers
the
win.
Ravens and the
Harbaugh
Eagles, and we
wins,
all
catches
know it.
it. Ravens and Eagles. Lamar Jackson can't win big playoff games.
That's
it's
all the
not
time
the
we have
Ravens.
today.
I'm
Make sure you
sorry.
guys comment,
I was going to say
like,
Ravens, and I can't trust Lamar
subscribe,
Jackson.
Bengals,
hit the
Eagles.
bell because when you
Bengals.
do that,
Bengals, yes.
you're notified when we post.
Bengals, and if it's the Philly thing to do, then
Do you know
Eagles.
why-
But I don't think they're.
do you
gonna
know
be
why
in it.
else I
I
won
don't
this
think they're
Brazil
going to.
You
jersey?
have no problem saying the Bengals are going to be in the Super Bowl next year, but Jake's absurd, and I'm absurd for saying the Ravens.
No, I'm not saying you're absurd. I'm just saying that my frustration with the Ravens this year.
Okay,
I'm
but
very frustrated with them, so I'm not going to say them.
saying the
And-
Bengals might be more bold than Chargers.
Why? Hell. With,
Because-
with Jake Browning, they were good this year. They just didn't make the playoffs, but
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow,
the playoffs.
Joe Burrow is a very good, is
I
the
know.
second best quarterback in the league.
But
Listen,
they
listen,
can't even hear
listen.
you. Get out.
Ian, are you serious? I'm actually going to hit you with my mic.
And if you have an
Fight
extra
for the day.
ticket for the Brazil
Make sure
game,
you guys like,
since I'm wearing it
comment,
and it's
No,
subscribe,
listen.
please get me a
I
ticket.
didn't give mine yet.
Tell
If you
'em.
have an extra ticket, just let me go because that's why I'm wearing my Brazil jersey.
Okay,
Listen,
you pig.
I forgot they can't fucking hear me up there.
I know.
I think that
He
maybe
thought he was so cool, but he's not.
I think the Bengals could be in it. It's just because I don't want to see the Chiefs, and I think the Bengals and Eagles.
I just said that.
I mean, who is okay? Niners, whatever. If they want to say we got lucky, they got lucky. Okay, because we dominated the same way they did.
At
So
least their quarterback got
they
his
shouldn't have lost to the
his
Pa-
MCL
they shouldn't have beat
torn
the
out,
Packers.
and it's
okay, so my point is that if they can say that we were lucky, then I'm going to say they were lucky. Now, if you look at who is the best chance ahead of time, because there's absurd power rankings before the season even starts, who's above the Eagles going in? The Niners, maybe.
Niners. People
Okay,
are gonna put the Cowboys. People are gonna put the.
You guys are going to go
No,
trade
not
for
the
Jair
Cowboys.
Alexander.
They just lost
They're
like
gonna
their
put the
only
Cowboys.
positive.
They're
Okay,
gonna put the
that's
Cowboys.
fine, but I don't care what they say.
I agreed,
But
they're gonna put the
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys lost like a huge.
They
The
might be
Lions.
They might be losing Dak Prescott.
The Lions. That's not a huge loss.
And CD Lamb's got
The
Prescott
Lions.
Prescott's gonna go to the Niners.
Packers are gonna be good next year.
Purdy's gonna go to Dallas.
If Prescott goes to the Niners, they're winning the Super Bowl next year.
What?
Bro.
That's
He like
Prescott's better than Purdy.
Prescott
No,
is
by a
he's
mile.
not a bad quarterback.
He's not.
You
No.
can't win a big.
he's
Brock
not.
I'm sorry. You can't say that. Brock
Yes,
Purdy's
I
in
can.
the
I
Super Bowl.
literally can.
No.
yes,
and-
you can.
The Niners are in the
Hold
Super
on.
Bowl.
What did we say last year with Jalen Hurts? You cannot say that, the people are stupid for saying Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback for last year when his teams were good, and say the same thing about Brock Purdy this year. That is not.
I'm not saying
You did. You just said. You said the Niners are in the Super Bowl.
Now you know how I
No.
feel talking to
I
him.
said-
And why I get
I
so
said-
mad
You did not
so
just say
easily.
that.
No, you said I
I'm
said
saying
that
it.
Purdy was a system quarterback.
You said.
I said Prescott is better than Purdy. That's
And I
all
said-
I
I
said.
said-
You said the
I said-
Niners are
Who's
in the
better,
Super Bowl.
Prescott or Purdy?
Purdy.
You're a sicko. You're a sicko.
Is Purdy-
You've never watched
His team
football in
went
your
to the
life.
NFC Championship game
don't
last
care.
year and the Super Bowl this year.
Is
He
Purdy
went
the
further.
reason that the Niners are in the Super Bowl, or is it mostly a team thing? The Eagles winning in 2018 was not because of Nick Foles.
I didn't say about 2018.
Okay, I'm just
said last
referencing.
year.
I'm
Who has
referencing.
a better
Hold on,
roster,
hold on.
the Niners or the Cowboys?
The Cowboys have a good roster.
Who has a better roster? And it's not even
The
close.
My point-
No, it is close.
It's not
It is
close.
close.
My
You just
point
don't like
is,
the Cowboys.
my point
it's
is
not that
the
close.
Niners. My point is
Dak
that Prescott
Prescott
is a better quarterback than Purdy. That's it.
I don't think you can say that.
You can.
It'd be like if I said Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Joe Barrow. Joe Barrow got his team
It's
to a
not.
No, they're
You
way
guys.
closer.
No,
Way closer.
They're way
Brock
closer.
Purdy went to the NFC Championship game last year and the Super Bowl this year. What has Dak Prescott done in like four
Gone to
times?
the playoffs every single year.
And lost in either the first or
Okay,
second
that's
round.
okay. Put him with
doesn't
the
get it
Niners,
done.
he would be better.
No, he
The
has
Niners
a
would
good
be a
team.
better team with Prescott.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes,
Yes,
they
it
would.
would.
You.
Thanks for watching.
Right now.
I didn't know
know.
you were the biggest Dak Prescott fan on the earth.
I'm just saying they
Dak
would
Prescott's
be.
not the problem. They lose. Jerry Jones is the problem.
I
in
agree.
Dallas.
Okay, fair. There are a lot of problems in Dallas, but to say that, Dak Prescott doesn't have a team around him, he does.
Oh, he does. I
He
never said
100%
that.
does. So
We're
to
not
not get
saying-
past anybody.
No
We're
one said
saying that
that.
if he was on the
it's
Niners.
every single person on that team is the problem because none of them come.
But listen,
Micah Parsons.
listen.
If you ask me if Nick Bosa is better than Micah Parsons, I say yes because
Okay, listen,
Nick Bosa
listen.
shows up in big moments.
So you're Dak Prescott. Would you rather have the Niners running back group or the Cowboys? Who would you rather? Just give me the answers and I'll go through them.
I'd take Christian McCaffrey over
Okay,
anybody.
wide receivers. Which ones would you rather?
Niners easy.
Tight end.
Probably Niners.
Niners easy.
Offensive line.
Okay, do the same thing with
Defense,
do the
Niners.
same thing with the Eagles last year with Jalen Hurts. You're saying Jalen Hurts isn't as good as Dak Prescott? Why are you not saying that about Jalen Hurts?
Because Jalen
Well,
Hurts,
Jalen
and
Hurts
Dak
carried the
Prescott,
team for
But
sure.
Okay, but Brock Purdy has great
He's
stats.
not carrying the team.
No,
at
but
all.
he's not though.
This is the same argument people had with Jalen Hurts last year, and you're just on the other side because it's the Niners. It's literally the
No.
only reason.
No.
I disagree. I disagree.
If
Hurts
any
is
other
way-
quarterback comes in and plays, then he's just as good as Brock
No,
Purdy.
I think the Niners.
That's crap.
This is unraveling like big time.
That's-
All I said is Prescott is a better quarterback than
And
Purdy.
I said, and
That's
okay,
it.
and I wouldn't have reacted the way, but I said Brock Purdy went to the NFC Championship and is in the Super Bowl. You said the Niners went to the Super Bowl this
Yes.
year.
Yeah, they did.
That's such crap. I'm sorry.
So
That's
Purdy
crap.
carried that team then.
I'm not saying it did, but literally Dak Prescott
Okay, well
couldn't.
then you're saying what I'm saying.
Dak
Then you're
Prescott
agreeing with me.
Didn't carry his team, so they both.
Oh,
did.
yes, he
Yes,
did.
To what?
It was
Dak Prescott carried his team to mediocrity.
He was an
If you
MVP
look up-
candidate.
If you look up his stats, all he did in that playoff game was
he was
throw
only
end of the
MVP candidate
game
because
yards
he
because they were down by
destroyed all the bad
40.
teams.
You are saying garbage. If I had the same argument with Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott, you would say Dak is garbage
Hold
and
up.
he didn't carry
We
anybody.
didn't have that conversation.
Purdy did not carry the Niners.
No,
the Niners
he did not.
went more
Absolutely
than
not.
Purdy. But Prescott didn't carry the Cowboys.
which-
Dak
oh,
Prescott
you're the
is
Niners
not
right now.
Dak.
It's
You're a
not that
Niners
the Cowboys team brought
What?
I'm not a
Prescott
Niners
Niners
fan.
fan.
I'm not a Niners fan.
Who would you rather have?
Brock
Leading
Purdy
that
because he got me
offense.
to the NFC
Brock
Championship and the
Purdy or
Super
Dak
Bowl.
Prescott?
I already said
Brock
Prescott.
Purdy.
But
Brock
Okay,
Prescott.
well then stop arguing for Brock
Prescott
Purdy.
did-
Okay, but in 2 years, how can you argue with Brock Purdy is done?
Because he's not
I'm
the
not
reason.
saying
How
that
can you
he's-
argue?
Argue what
Did
though?
they get there last
Jimmy
Did they-
Garoppolo took him to the NFC Championship
Did he
game.
get there?
Would you
Did they
rather
get
Jimmy
there
Garoppolo
last
or
year?
Dak Prescott?
You said
Did he
You
get
said-
there last year?
You said
Yeah,
how
so did
could you
Jimmy
argue?
Garoppolo.
How
Did
could
he
we
get
argue
there?
what though? How could we argue what?
What Brock Purdy has done.
I'm.
Put up great stats and
So
taken
did
them.
Jimmy
as-
G in that
I
offense.
think Purdy's
He
a
didn't put up as
solid-
good as stats as Purdy.
I think if the
But he took him to the NFC Championship
Purdy
game. That's
is-
all you're bringing up is the championship
No,
game.
I'm saying.
And then as soon as
I'm
Garoppolo left,
saying
he
in his
fell off the
first
bus.
2 years,
If Brock Purdy is in the Cowboys organization, he's
But
not
he's
doing
not.
jack.
But he's not. He's in the Niners, and he's taken them to an NFC Championship and gotten hurt, and taken them to a Super Bowl and might win it. Dak Prescott in the Dallas Cowboys organization for 8 years with very good teams every single
I
year.
would not say very good.
Very good teams.
3
And
years
there's-
ago, they had the worst defense in the NFL.
Anybody in the world you
They had
ask
the worst defense
about
in the
Dallas
NFL 3 years
Cowboys,
ago.
If you ask anybody about the Dallas Cowboys, you would say they've had very good teams with Dak
Yeah,
Prescott.
anyone
And
also says
every
that this
year,
is their
at
Cowboys
the end
year.
of the year, they say
3
Dak
years
Prescott
ago,
is the
they had
reason
the
they
worst
lost, and they need to get rid of Dak Prescott
defense
the
in the
last
NFL.
3 years.
3 years ago,
I
they had the worst
I'm
defense in the
so
NFL.
upset right now. I can't even express.
I
it.
can
Why are
literally
you
back it
upset,
up with
though?
the stats.
because
Okay, you want
you're-
stats?
You're making
Do you
an
want stats?
argument.
Hold up, yes or
no,
no?
not for Dak Prescott.
Ian said it
That's
up.
what you just asked.
Wait, Will.
You just
I
said
said-
Brock Purdy's
You
putting
said
up the
stats.
stats.
And for Brock Purdy has good. Yeah, I'm saying you can't look at Brock Purdy and say, "Oh, he's just a system quarterback."
no one said
because
that.
he makes good. He has good stats and he gets his team.
No
where they
one
need to
said
go.
that.
Dak's better than Purdy.
Yes.
No,
He is.
but saying
is.
that the Niners are in the Super Bowl, not Brock Purdy, is saying that Purdy
Yes,
is.
you're
the
saying
I
that
think-
Brock Purdy.
I
The only
view-
reason Brock Purdy is there is because he's on the Niners.
Because Jimmy Garoppolo took them to the Super Bowl and an NFC
Okay.
Championship
Hold up,
game.
hold up.
Okay,
wait.
Dak Prescott
Wait.
can't even get out of the first round, so that means Garoppolo might be better than Dak Prescott.
My point is if Dak would be put in that
You're-
situation also, he could make the Super Bowl. And
Yeah,
I believe
I think
that
it's
he
a-
would be
You
better than
can't
Brock Purdy.
say that. You can't say
Why?
that though, because it doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. Brock Purdy's doing what he's doing in his
Yeah, but
system.
you're-
You can't help what system you're in. He's in that system, and he's taking that team where it needs to go. And if he wins the Super Bowl,
We're not
so
arguing
then-
whether we're not trying to discredit him. We're
you
just
did.
saying,
You said.
we're just
Will
saying
said
that
the Niners
Prescott
are in the
would
Super
be
Bowl.
better than Purdy in that
I don't-
situation.
How can you say that? He has a good team with him. Dak Prescott undeniably has a great team with him. You
Organization
said
is
last 3
atrocious,
years.
though.
You said the last 3 years, like 3 years ago, they had the worst defense.
How can you
the
say
last
that
2
Patrick
years
Mahomes would be
they
better
had a
than Brock
top
Purdy
5?
if Patrick Mahomes has never been on the Niners?
What?
Because it's not
Patrick
existent.
Mahomes won
Okay, what
two
about
Super
Joe
Bowls.
Burrow?
Joe Burrow took his team to the Super Bowl.
Okay, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is not better than Mahomes or Burrow.
Is he better than Purdy?
Yes!
Okay.
Way better.
Sure.
Okay, well, he didn't take his team to the
Sure.
Super Bowl, and Brock
So
Purdy
then-
did.
Okay, he took them to the AFC Championship game twice. You can't sit here and say that. You can't sit here
Okay,
and say that Dak Prescott is by far unequivocally better than Brock Purdy when Brock
Yes, I
Purdy
can.
in the last 2 seasons has done something that Dak Prescott hasn't even sniffed. Can you?
Okay,
Can you
Herbert.
really?
Is
If
Herbert better than Purdy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Tell me the honest truth and stop worrying about whether it's existing or not. If Dak Prescott was on the Niners in this situation, do you think he would do better than Brock Purdy?
He threw the most interceptions in the league last year. You say that about
You
Josh
said
Allen,
about
and
the
you
other
say
year,
that he's terrible.
He had the worst defense in the NFL
Well, hold
for
up.
years.
Dak
ago,
Prescott
too.
threw
He's
less
had-
interceptions than Purdy last year.
What? Last year, Dak Prescott led
This year.
the NFL in
2023.
That's this year.
Okay, this year.
Okay.
Prescott had 9 interceptions. Purdy had 11.
Okay.
Prescott had more.
Purdy
yards,
was sacked 28
All
times.
I'm
more touchdowns.
Prescott was sacked 39
more
times.
completions.
all
More
I'm saying
attempts,
is,
more yards per attempt.
That's
More
what,
long
like
passes.
Ian was arguing
This
that Dak Prescott was an MVP candidate, but so is Brock Purdy.
Exactly. Brock Purdy was an MVP candidate. All I'm saying is it's just so quickly thrown away. Well, Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft, so he's not really that good.
That's not at all what I'm.
I said Brock
What
Purdy. You
did I
said
say?
the Niners are in the Super Bowl.
Which-
That is
which
you
is
don't say
saying-
that at the Chiefs. You said if I said Mahomes in the Super Bowl,
Totally.
you would have said
Because
you wouldn't have said
Mahomes
you can see
carries
it's
the
Mahomes.
Chiefs.
Okay.
Purdy. So you think
But-
that Purdy carried the Niners to the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay, so then we're in agreement.
No. Because
Jimmy-
Sure.
So
But
then what
to
are we
say-
arguing
Jimmy
about?
Garoppolo just took
You just
this
said you
Niners
agreed
team.
with me.
Yeah.
I
Jimmy
agree
Garoppolo
that
just took
Purdy
this
did
team
not
to the Super Bowl.
carry
That's
the
all I
Niners
said.
to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You said, yeah, but everybody makes it sound like Purdy's this garbage
that's not
quarterback.
me. That's not
and
what I said.
Anybody can win with him.
You
It's the same
said that I
argument
said
that
that.
Hurts was, but you said it in that way.
Okay.
You can't
just
deny
agreed
you
with
said
me.
it that way.
I
Okay.
said the Niners are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I said Purdy's in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
because
you said
Purdy-
the Niners are in the
Yes,
Super Bowl.
because Purdy did not carry the Niners like Mahomes
He's
did.
a very
the
good
Niners-
cog and a very
the
good
Niners-
team.
Absolutely.
Same
Well-
with Hurts last year.
Well,
Hurts
the
did way
Niners-
more than Purdy did.
the Niners
know
didn't
that he
like
did.
carry.
Alright.
You
Purdy.
disagree
do.
with that?
It's fine.
Should we look up stats for them too?
I just feel like you everyone's acting like the Niners have been like pulling Brock Purdy like
have.
a weight
No.
over
No,
their
no,
shoulder.
no.
They have. I'm done.
That's
I'm
not
done with
what
it.
we're saying.
He just said that. He said they have.
They,
No.
the media, because why would they not do that? It's a storyline.
No, I'm saying you
No,
guys
no.
have done it too.
When?
Just okay. I'm done.
When? You
I
just
quit.
asked me what I said,
I quit.
and then you agreed with
Because-
me.
Make sure
You're
we like,
arguing on our
comment,
side,
and
and then
subscribe.
go
Both sides. On
We
both sides.
can't
Because
like,
you guys are
comment,
saying
and subscribe.
He's saying that Purdy didn't carry, but you guys are acting like the Niners carried
I just told you exactly
Okay.
how I feel.
Okay.
Jacob,
Do you think Brock Purdy's a good quarterback?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think he's better than? Do you think he's a top 10 quarterback?
I would say top 10 instantly. What comes to mind is
He's
Mahomes,
like 10, 12.
Allen, Burrow,
Hurts.
Herbert,
Herbert.
Hurts. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like so.
He's
I
a
think
top
so.
10 quarterback.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So why is it all of a sudden, real fast?
We're talking
it's
about
Dak
what I
Prescott.
said.
You
I'm
didn't even list Dak Prescott in your top 10. And
Okay.
Dak Prescott.
I also
is
didn't get to number 4.
better than Brock Purdy.
I also did not get.
Immediately.
Do you think
It's
the
sad.
Niners carried Purdy
Jim,
more, or
Jim,
Purdy carried
Jim.
the Niners more?
Jim.
I don't think it's like an
Jim,
equivalent. Oh, he
real
ca-
quick.
I think
You
You
the Niners
also
carried
said
Purdy a
Prescott
lot.
was better than Purdy.
I didn't say that.
You agreed with me. I said, do you
No,
think
no, no,
Prescott
no,
was
no.
You
better?
said,
He agreed.
do you think that Purdy carried the Niners? I said no.
Okay. Do you think Prescott is better than Purdy?
No.
Okay, just end it, because this is getting.
You
out of hand.
actually don't think so?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Do
But
you
do
go
you-
by stats?
No.
Okay, then what
Do
can you
think-
go by?
Do you think did Dak carry
Why
the
is
Cowboys?
Brady the best?
Because he won 7 Super Bowls.
Okay,
You don't
so
look
stats
if you
play a
look
role
at
in that.
Aaron Rodgers and you look at Tom Brady, you say, oh, just watching him, you say, okay, Rodgers is a better quarterback. He has better stats. He looks better. All that. He
I
looks
don't
like a
know
better
that he
thrower of the
does.
football. But then you watch Tom Brady and you say, okay, well, he's won 7 Super Bowls. And he's taken 2 different teams to the Super Bowl.
Well, you guys also said that Dak carried the Cowboys.
I know. Dak carried the Cowboys.
didn't.
When?
I
To
think
what?
I think he's the
Their
reason that they
defense-
even make it to the
their
playoffs.
defense is unbelievable.
So
Their
is the
defense
Niners'
is top
defense.
5. Okay. So you can't say that Brock Purdy doesn't carry his team when his defense is that good. But
The
okay,
offenses
but
are
just Dak
completely
Prescott
different.
doesn't carry his team.
Do you think Brock
Offenses are
Purdy is
completely
doing this
different.
well in the Cowboys organization?
I don't know. I don't play in ifs. I
Well,
don't play in ifs. I play in. You said Mahomes. Mahomes is better because Mahomes.
Okay,
won.
well then the
Yeah.
only thing that's solid is stats then.
So all right, we'll
Okay.
do the Josh. We'll give you the Josh Allen Tua thing.
Josh
so
Allen
you're
Tua.
starting an organization Are you starting with Dak
I'll
Prescott?
give you the
or
same
Brock
exact
Purdy?
thing. Josh Allen has been to 2 AFC
Okay, who are you starting
championships.
your organization with?
Josh Allen.
No, of Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott.
Brock
Y'all
Purdy.
start.
It's
See what he's done
hold
the
on.
last 2 years.
Dak Prescott?
I'm not saying that Brock Purdy's up here and Dak Prescott's down here, but looking at what the two have done with the talent that they have, which they both have a lot of talent,
Brock
you
Purdy
can't
is a lot
say
more than
that Brock Purdy
Well,
is
then
all the way
if
down
Dak-
here. Dak Prescott's
Well,
up
if
here.
you
Hold
use
on,
that-
Dak Prescott carries the Cowboys.
If
He
Dak
doesn't.
if Dak and Brock Purdy switch spots,
Every-
if Dak and Brock Purdy switch spots, one team would go up and one team would go down. The Niners would go up and the Cowboys would go down, which meaning that Dak would do better with the Niners and Brock Purdy would be worse with the Cowboys. But it's not by it's not like major.
Jacob,
I,
listen,
I don't
Jacob,
think
I
it
have
necessarily
one thing to
is, but
say.
it's a little bit.
I think this is going to be my last thing to say. You always bring up about how Dak's the reason they lose the playoff game, right? And he's always the reason why they
it's
win a
not
game too.
only Dak.
Because their defense doesn't show up in their big games.
Neither does Dak.
My
Neither does
point,
Dak.
like, if
Their
they
whole
win,
team
it's
doesn't.
because of Dak. If they lose, it's because of Dak. He's carrying the Cowboys.
Well, you could say that about
Brock
every
Purdy,
quarterback.
if he plays bad, like he did in those playoffs games this year, the Niners can
The
still
Niners
win.
don't win if Brock Purdy doesn't bring them back out of that. He had a
Brock
great fourth
Purdy
quarter
did-
against
Brock Purdy played
Brock
terrible.
Purdy had a great fourth quarter against the Packers.
I just think
If-
if Dallas
the-
had like an average quarterback,
They do. They have an above
They have
average.
an
No, no,
average
I'm
quarterback.
That's the point.
if they
Let
had
him
an
finish.
average or slightly below average quarterback, they would be atrociously bad. So that's
know.
why
I
I
don't
think,
think- I don't think
Dak
so.
is literally the only reason that they are half decent.
2 years ago, Dak got hurt, and what's his name came in
Cooper
and
Rush.
won like
And Andy
Okay,
Dalton.
so
4
what
out
is
of
that?
5
So what are
games.
you saying?
I'm saying that an
So
average.
then it wasn't Dak. Okay,
I'm saying that
the Eagles won the
Cowboys-
Super Bowl with Nick Foles,
I know.
who's
I'm
terrible.
saying, and
So
the
you can't
Eagles
use
had a
that
great
argument.
team. I'm saying that you act like the Dallas Cowboys team outside of Dak Prescott is garbage. They
It's
had
not.
a
They
top
have a
5
very
defense
good team.
the last 3
I
years with
think-
Dan Quinn.
No,
There's a
I'm not
reason
saying
they were
it's
better than
terrible.
the Eagles.
I'm
You're
saying
You're
that.
saying that they're hot garbage, and
No.
that basically. That's basically what you're saying. You're comparing.
Well,
them.
you're basic. Okay, well, I can make up basicallys for you too.
You're saying.
Well, don't say you're basically saying. Say exactly what I said.
Okay, you said.
Okay.
You said that an average quarterback they'll be horrible.
Yes.
That's not true at all.
That's not
because
true.
they've had below average quarterbacks and been decent, have been pretty good, have been in line to win the NFC East.
Okay. Well, who are they competing against in the NFC East at the time?
The
The
Eagles.
Eagles.
Okay, so that's one other team that's good.
They still have to beat the
The-
Eagles.
Jacob, you
to
said the
win
last 3 years.
something on
Last
that
year,
one, I
the
guess.
Eagles went to the Super Bowl. What did they do the year before?
Wait, who is their average quarterback?
So they weren't
They-
this
Tony
amazing
Romo?
team.
No, the year that Dak Prescott
talking
was out
about
the
Cooper
whole
Rush.
year. Cooper Rush and Andy Dalton. They went to the playoffs that year.
Okay, one time. Like that's.
And it wasn't
But I'm
like the
saying they
Eagles
had a
were
good
the.
team. They clearly had a good team to get there. We say that about the Eagles. They had a good team. That's why Nick Foles stepped in.
Okay, but
My
we're talking
point
about
li-
one time.
my point lies
We're talking about
with-
one time.
my point
I'm
lies
talking about
with
all
Dak
the other years
Prescott.
that Prescott was
My
on
point
Dallas
lies
on
with-
average,
starting.
the last few years, the last 8 years, the Cowboys have been averagely better than the Eagles. Because the Eagles had that dip in 2020 where they won
Okay,
like
but-
4 games,
so-
and they were bad.
Okay,
I'm saying
so
is,
could that also be because of
they've
their
been
quarterback?
consistently, sure. I'm
Okay.
saying he's consistently good. I'm not saying he's a horrible quarterback, but I'm
Never
saying,
said you said that.
Okay, I'm saying is to dismiss Brock Purdy as being carried on their backs by the Niners,
Never said it.
and to say
Did
Dak
I say
Prescott
that? Did I
carries
say-
the
You didn't
Cowboys
say it in
is
words,
garbage.
but we're
Jacob,
basically saying it.
like I said,
I'm quitting this.
Those
I'm
Did
done.
I say
playoff
that the
games,
Niners carried
Brock
Brock
Purdy
Purdy?
played
What?
Did I
pretty
say
damn
that?
bad, and
You
they
both
still
have been
won.
making the argument that the have you not? You don't think that
No.
the Niners have been carrying it? You
No.
said that. Have you? Did you
No, you said the
Ian
media
said
says
it.
it.
In words.
Ian
All
said
I
it
said
in words.
Hey, can I finish?
We're just gonna change it.
All I
Wait,
said
I'm done.
was
I'm in.
Dak Prescott
I'm done.
is the reason the Cowboys win or
Okay,
lose.
that's fair.
Brock Purdy
No,
is
it's
not
not.
the
Okay,
reason
that's fine. That's
the
fine.
Niners win or lose.
Okay, that's fine.
So you disagree?
No, I agree.
Do you agree that Brock Purdy
Yes.
is not the reason they win or lose?
Agree.
No, do you actually agree?
Yes.
Are you just like
I want to end the podcast
you can't like why?
because we've been arguing. We're not going to agree.
Okay,
I
so-
disagree.
Okay,
So
but-
we disagree, and it's fine.
So what do we disagree on? That
I think
Purdy-
Brock
you
Purdy's
think
a
Purdy's
better quarterback
Dak
than Dak
Prescott?
Prescott. Yes.
Okay, Jake, what do you think?
I think Dak Prescott's better than Purdy, but not by much.
Okay,
You've been
I agree.
arguing for Purdy the entire time.
I agree.
Because you guys were
I
saying
agree.
that the Niners carry Purdy.
Never once did I say that the Niners carry
All right,
All I
Purdy.
it's
said
fine.
is he's not the
I don't
reason they
think-
win or lose.
Ian for sure said it like 6
I
times.
said he's not the reason they win or lose.
You
That's not
said,
saying
Well,
you
why-
said that
why
the
does
reason
that matter?
I'm getting pulled back in. I don't care.
Well, you
Wrap
said
it up.
that you said that Prescott is not
Why does
carrying.
why does it matter about reason when they win or lose?
I
They're
can't-
always going to
I
be
don't think
placed
that
on
if
a
you
quarterback.
lose-
You said
I
that
don't think if you lose
without
in the-
Dak Prescott
point
and an
is
average
it's not
quarterback,
placed on
Dallas
Brock
would still
Purdy.
win the NFC East.
No, I'm saying they could still. They get to the playoffs with an
So
average quarterback.
With an average quarterback, Dallas is
Which
winning
is
the
Dak
NFC
Prescott
East.
is not far from.
Okay, neither is Purdy.
Okay.
So what's so you think that without Prescott, the Cowboys are still winning the NFC East?
Who's in a better position with a backup QB, the Niners or the Cowboys?
The Niners.
Niners by far.
1,000%.
Sure.
Okay, so
Okay. That's fine.
you've been arguing
So
about
we
the
are in
Cowboys
agreement.
roster this whole time.
No, but we're going to disagree, and it's
Well,
fine.
that was the original point.
You've changed the original point.
No, I
6
haven't. You
times.
can rewind it.
Okay.
You can
I'm
rewind
out.
it.
I'm out.
I said
Let's do
Prescott.
the outro, please.
I
or
said
I'm gonna quit.
Prescott is a better quarterback than Purdy.
Right.
That is the original point.
Right. And I said he's not. And we argued about it for a while. And now we're back to saying I think Purdy's a better quarterback than Prescott.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Everyone,
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things.
Sucked.